Volatile lane finally for LGD. Engage champion comes for YCX. Maybe this is the game they find their tempo back in.
Splitting the map on the top side. Kanavi getting spotted on this ward is so good because maybe that would have opened up a play. Xiaoya and YCX.
How did that dredge line land? YCX
Let's go!
Take it. One more axe. The passive from Draven. Adoration cashed in for first blood. Xiaoya gets all the gold in the world. Kanavi does show up here. We'll be able to trade Xiaoya as he's just too far up without any summoners. So a couple chucks of the spear will find the kill back, but still, knowing Draven's passive, big stonks for the LGD bottom lane. Still got a pretty nifty camp lead.
Oh, we're going for the dive? No ult on XQW. Okay, force it. You got to do it now.
Yeah, they like it without the Jackie Love summoners. Climber waiting for XQW
on her
to
way.
come up. Dredgeline not going to land. They're going to get the root on the Jackie Love.
No!
Teleport's coming in to try and save them. Jackie's going to go down. YCX be traded. And in comes the reinforcements. Kanavi's going to cut off Climber to find one kill. Xiaoya in the 1v1 with a world-ended buff 369, and the dive maybe got Jackie Love, but his squad's got him to back it up to the tune of a 3-1 trade. Teleport's going. Kanavi in the right spot to answer these plays from LGD, because last game it was LGD just kind of scared. Now it feels like Top Esports have found their number and are just answering everything they're trying to do.
Hey, at least we're seeing some plays from LGD. That was another kill, and that'll be a lot of gold that's taken out from Jackie Love's pockets. But, I mean, while the gold is even between our 280 carries, it's a grub taken here for Kanavi. And Xiaoya is actually down half a level versus his counterpart. So they need to dive on a 369.
Yep, doesn't have a one-ender for the big heal, so he'll fall. Dive trying to go on the other side for Top Esports.
This could be good, though.
Hits the wall, so he gets thrown into all of Top Esports.
In ways that they're not really going to be able to catch up, at least naturally. So maybe in this grub fight we'll be able to see from LGD. They get one grub. Okay, so there's not the feats of warfare, or the feats of strength for epic monsters at least.
Oh, Dredge
what the?
Land on the 369. Don't know how that hook landed, but he doesn't get the world ender off. So the Dredge line results in a kill. Sasa going to be traded back out. Here's the big cyclone coming through though for Climber. Can
Xiaoya!
No, it's Xiaoya in the 1v1. Does get those adoration stacks over the wall. They find the kill onto Kanavi as well.
As this game went on, and that's going to continue to be the case. They're not behind the curve in any meaningful way.
Maybe only in grub count.
True.
Kanavi gets back towards the pit and does get themselves Void Might. So 5-1 split. Making these soul secure conversations feel a little less inevitable in this one. But hey, there's Climber to grab the dragon. We see a lot of pretty big breakpoint items coming through.
You need to be able to find some fights before them to destabilize the map and get some summoner spell advantages. There we go.
Top side route from XQW sets up the dredge line onto Chris. Gonna have his health bar burn through the spiraling despair. Gets a lot of work onto YCX. XQW's just zoning Cream off all on his own. Kanavi goes in for the killing blow, but that might just be a one-way ticket.
Whoa!
Goes up for 2 kills. Kanavi's Nidalee cooking here when nobody expected. Way below 50% HP. Sasa teleporting in just to give enough range for LGD to secure the Herald. But these piercing arrows are starting to hurt here. The spears as well. They'll get the objective. But that big fight key difference you talked about, Alk, is Top Esports making the health bars a lot healthier before any fight can break out on their end with their range.
And we're getting to see some of, the side laning that we had talked about later or earlier in the series. Whenever they're cross-mapping, 369 and TES have been doing a really good job of making sure that they're getting other things across the map. The game is starting to feel, it's only about 800 gold here for TES, and I want to check in on some of those items we were talking about. Xiaoya is almost done with getting an Infinity Edge here, which is going to be very, very good. And then you look at XQW, 4 more minutes until fully stacked Rod of Ages, and finishing some of those items, but maybe they just feel like we can't give this objective up. We have to be able to play on the map. You have Herald as well. Just play for mid-tier 1, honestly.
At the very least, yeah, just trade this out. Dragon's already down, though, so Top Esports can swing their way back through. This is what we've talked about all series long. Quickly, love this adaptation from Jackie Love. This is such a high-value Serpent's Fang game.
Yep. And we'll see how much he's able to do, but again, we talked about it. He still needs to be able to buy a Muramana here, so once he's done building all of the components and finishing this item, maybe there's some chance here for TES. They're playing around objectives. They're getting there first, setting down vision, and a lot of traps here.
Speaking of traps, they're setting one onto Chris, who already had to use the Fairman, so he gets dismounted. XQW tried to turn out all the damage he can.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Jason
There it is!
He gets the whirling death for Xiaoya, and the Adoration cash-in is alive and well.
Oh, wait a minute, here comes the re-engage!
They found Kanavi. What a hook from YCX. This guy's doing it all on his pad to Nautilus. Down goes the jungler. 369 trying to cut off Sasa's retreat, but Udyr, this guy just ignores damage. He doesn't care about his health bar. It never depletes. And LGD get out with 2 clutch kills on the team fight.
And if they want out, they could just use the Realm Warp. But now it is 2 members down here for TES and an Otacon started. I think this might be dangerous. It's on to how Sasa can keep them out from this bush. But you've already lost geography here. Can they get this objective?
There's no World Ender. Jackie Love, Chains of Corruption. They're just going to have to give this. This is
dangerous.
Nice to see from LGD. This is the team fighting that we missed in Game 2.
Was you get the execute if it's below Draven Stacks, and we're back to live. Chris is caught again.
Yeah, we're back to YCX's Nautilus. Chris trying to kite back, does get a big stun. Decent damage from Jackie Love, but there's revives on LGD. Why would they ever stop pushing the tempo as they find themselves another pick? He hasn't got to get into those classic Aatrox fight stances that you like. And it's really just helping LGD push the tempo, but more, it might just be a catch on to XQW of all people. He does get the revive, drops through. Crimer hunting for a kill onto Chris. He's got his own revive as well for the next 25 seconds. So there won't be any shutdowns cashed in for Top Esports. Just a classic 400 gold with 369 slamming down on that Q3.
Sasa are going to start this objective up. I mean, no one's here. They're not even starting up Baron. You know that you lose access of mid. Sasa just shows, so good job from LGD, keeping the game pace, making sure that they're able to stay relevant, taking objectives where they can. And TS, unable to advance the game state right now.
Zone, looking for these turrets.
He's got level 16 now as well, so maybe here with Crisp if they can make this play. Okay, a lot of damage onto him. Oh my god, the phase rush, dude.
Chains of Corruption went wide because of that phase rush. Crushing Maw doesn't land. It has to be a flash from Chris, but they do end up getting XQW. Holds on to that flash, doesn't commit it, doesn't try and get a Realm Warp, so
they'll try to grab this top tier one with the 5 grubs that they have, but I mean, all it is gold in their back pocket. Okay.
Great flash from Cream. Doesn't even get knocked up. Teleport coming through for 669. Kanavi trying to push the tempo. Xiaoya, though, in a safe spot.
And they need to find a pick, most importantly. If they can find someone like Xiaoya or even Climber on a side lane, that'll really open up the scene. Maybe YCX is the play.
But they're walking into a flank here. XQW is going to flash over the wall to root Cream in place, as Jackie Love is just getting bopped by Xiaoya. Down goes Cream, and now Chris is on the wrong side of the fight, and it's 2 huge picks for LGD with Barrett in their sights. Still, though, the health bar's going down. Ooh, Xiaoya ate a huge spear at max range. Back down way below half HP. XQW called the side by 369, but in goes Sasa with Climber to get the knockups. They've got Jackie Love pinned with a great dredge line from YCX. And TES is now on the back foot, but Kanavi wants to go back in. Too bad Sasa just doesn't take damage. He eats like candy at the shop. Kanavi into the stasis. 369 doesn't have access to that wound ender.
Wait, Cream's here. Where's Xiaoya?
Looking for the turn. 369 is looking for the big sweet spots on the Qs. Can he find another one on the Climber? Yes, he roots him up into a spear from Kanavi. The severing bolt from downtown sends Xiaoya and XQW to the wayside. Somehow, Top Esports, after dropping 2 straight picks, don't drop the Baron, and they're going to clean all house on the side. Down goes Sasa. 3 kills back to Top Esports. It's another disaster for LGD in the late game.
18 seconds before Climber's up. YCX is only just now respawning, but it's up to the 80 carry in mid lane of LGD to make good.
Oh, yeah? He cleanses the fear, eats a spiraling.
He's gliding!
In goes Kanavi, great flashback. Xiaoya gets the huge spears. What a double kill. He still has more space to run, but here comes 369 with the World Ender.
Oh, they did it!
Sidestep on the piercing arrow. Xiaoya's Draven is to be feared for this very reason, folks.
At playoffs. And TES, they don't want any kind of ways around it. They need to lock in this 3-0.
They need to shut down Xiaoya, who's just in his flow state.
He won't have that for this next fight, so maybe that's a way for TES to find access onto the back line.
Oh, Climber takes the Realm Warp into the back line. He wants Cream. He's going to get him, but where's the rest of the damage? Cream gets the Spiraling Despair out, but it's too late. Crisp and Cream are cookies and cream now to the ice cream maker of LGD. This Top Esports mission is every time before an objective, to make sure their health bars are bigger than their opponents, and you can see it starting to manifest with YCX. He's knocked out of the fight. XQW goes to the stasis to avoid the crash down. 369 pops the World Ender, but he's getting chunked by Xiaoya's damage. The Draven's starting to cook, and look at all the work Climber does on the front side. But 369 hops over the wall, gets a reset, gets a heal. The Realm Warp has to take the carries out as Sasa dropped next. This time round, TES survived the barrage.
Such a drama-filled game here. Damage coming out from Climber and Sasa was great, but XQW had to zone these immediately. He was an irrelevant team fighter, and those were summoner spells now gone from this Rise. He forces TES out of the pit.
Yeah, starting to reel back in with some of this poke. Remember, it's all about spears, arrows, and Hui damage to create space. YCX trying to find a flank, can't get to it, and we might just 50-50 this Dragon, but it's Climber to secure it, gets the Hextech Soul, and now Top Esports are on the back foot. Well, we're back in the backline for XQW, but he's got no friends with him. He's all alone. He's going to pay the piper. Double kill over to Jackie Love as he sent YCX to the great screen on the backside. Soul's going to cost LGD about quadra% what they got out of it.
XQW, I think those lights are just a little too bright as he sends himself to the gray screen. And now TES are going to be able to break open this mid turret.
Holy moly, that
they still have Baron,
ludicrous.
Man. Oh,
they
God,
go for it.
So
They've got the grubs. Top Esports, 5 strong. They're looking for the knockout blow. YCX spawns in 5 seconds, but XQW is a whole half a minute out from being able to get here. Climber goes in with the Cyclone, trying to get the knockups, but there's not enough damage. Climber goes down. They trade out Chris, and they have
there it is.
Sasa picks up the first kill. Jackie Love tried to step up, but he can't burn through Sasa's health bar. He's surviving so long. Finally, he falls. Xiaoya is off to the wrong side of the fight here, trying to heal off the minions, but 369 smells blood in the water, gets the knockup.
Wait a minute, he's doing it, Xiaoya!
The whirling death nearly finds 3. It's a big stasis. Piercing arrow doesn't land from Jackie Love. And everybody settles down as Xiaoya once again saves his team from the ultimate grim. It's a fly back through for Top Esports.
Ooh, there's no whirling death either. They thought they were going to try to find an all in there. And even if LGD, in the miracle that they're able to win this game off of one team fight, they have to do it 3 more times afterwards if they want to be able to win. Chris finds engage on XQW.
They get XQW, goes to the stations, but he's got no one with him. He's going to fall no matter what, even through all of the shielding. Down goes XQW, but it's got to be Xiaoya on the backside of the fight. Climber's far too low, and 369 is zoning away the prized AD carry. The pick on XQW this time should be enough to send a staple org of the LPL to the playoffs. There's the route. One more big Q from 369. Give him the
it's
just not enough. It's Xiaoya again, but it's just not going to do it. There's everybody else dropped off the map. Xiaoya tried all he could to keep LGD in the LPL split, but it's going to come up just short in the nick of time. Nexus turret's next, inhibitor to fall. There's nothing he and LGD can do but watch their split end to the might of Top Esports.
Can the back be stopped? That's gonna be it. LGD are out. Oh, man.
It's a 3-0 for Top Esports. But outside of Game 2, it felt as close as you can get in the series.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.